Hi everybody, it's Crystal. Welcome to my channel. So today I have a stitch tutorial for you. I'm sorry. So look at this one. It's a beauty. It's a quick one, and it is not even see-through. Barely, like it's like 98% not see-through. And one row repeat. That is the same on both sides. No. It is not the blanket stitch, nor is it the sedge stitch, although it does resemble those. This is actually called the thermal stitch, which is not the same as the double crochet thermal or the single crochet thermal. I have tutorials for both of those stitches on my channel, as well as the blanket stitch and the regular sedge stitch. I often, even though this is called the thermal stitch, I often call it the large sedge stitch because it's very similar to the sedge. I love the sedge stitch, but it does have an extra stitch in it, which makes it pop out even more than the regular sedge stitch. As you can see the texture on that, it's so pretty. There's so many variations of stitches in crochet. I love this one. So thermal stitch, aka large sedge stitch, is what I call it, but whatever you want to call it, it is downright beautiful. Great for blankets, scarves, tops, war strikes, whatever you decide to do with it. Anything your imagination can come up with. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Easy. One row repeat. You will need to know how to single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet. And that's it. All right. Remember, it's the same. A lot of texture on that. Very, very pretty. But even though it has lots of texture, it's still very giving. It's not like a thick, it's thick. I want to say thick, but it's like giving. So, you know, you can make a top out of it. It'd be just fine. So now do remember, this is just a stitch tutorial. I'm just going to be showing you how to make the stitch. But I will tell you about the yarn and the hook that I use. So I just use some scrap yarn. Usually I just use scrap yarn for when I do stitch tutorials, but I can't tell you what brand this is because I have no idea, but I do know it's a 4-weight acrylic yarn. And the hook that I used is a 5mm H. Now whatever you use this stitch for, you can determine what hook and yarn that you want to use whenever you decide a great project for the stitch. So do you guys want to do it? One row repeat, same on both sides. Thermal stitch slash large sedge stitch. Large as sedge stitch. That's hard to say. Let's do it. You guys got it. Super simple, super easy, and super beautiful. All right, so this stitch is done in a multiple of 4 plus 2. So whatever you're making out of it, whether it be a blanket, top, war rag, you know, anything that you want to make, scarf, you need to chain in multiples of 4. So 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, until you get to your desired length that you want your project to be. And then you add 2 more to your base chain. All right. Now it is set on a base row or a foundation row of single crochets. So that's what we're going to do first. So you get your multiple of 4, and then you add 2 more to your base chain here. And we're going to go ahead and do our foundation row or base row, whatever people call it, a foundation row or base row. And we're going to start by putting a single crochet in the second chain from our hook. Oops, sorry. So we don't count the one that's on our hook. So this would be number 1 and this one would be number 2. So we're going to go into that second chain and we're going to work a single crochet like that. And then we're going to work 1 single crochet in every stitch for the length of our chain. Or this is going to be our base row or our foundation row of single crochet. It helps keep the stitches from like setting it on a base row or a foundation row, or starting with a base row or a foundation row. Helps keep your chain from stretching out, especially if you have multiple stitches that go into the same chain space. Sometimes it can stretch out and leave holes in your base, in your chain. That's why I like to do a base row. So I'm just going to work across here, and I'm going to do 1 single crochet into every stitch of the chain until I make it to the end of the row. All right, so once you make it to the end of the row, so this is not row 1, this is our base row or our foundation row of single crochet. And once you make it to the end, you will have one less single crochet than whatever your chain count was. So now we can go ahead and start row 1 of the stitch. So we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now that chain 1 does not count as a stitch, doesn't count as anything. We are going to work right back into this very first stitch here. And what we're going to do is we are going to work a single crochet into that stitch. And then into the same stitch, we are going to work a half double. So we're going to yarn over into the same stitch, draw up a loop, and go through all 3 loops on your hook. And then into the same stitch again, we are going to work 2 double crochets. So we're going to work 2 doubles into the same stitch. So there's 1 and there's 2. So that is the, I don't know what you call it, the little shell or whatever it is that this thermal stitch is made up of. It's a single, a half double, and 2 doubles all into the same stitch. And now we can go ahead and start the repeat of row 1. So we are going to skip 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. And in the next one, we're going to do this again. So go ahead and skip your 3. Skip, skip, skip. In the next one, we're going to put a single crochet in the same stitch, a half double crochet, and in the same stitch we are going to work 2 double crochets. There's 1 and there's 2, and we're going to repeat it again. We're going to skip 3, skip, 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 1, 2, 3, and in the next one we're going to do it again. We're going to put a single, a half double, and 2 doubles all into the same stitch. Now this is what we're going to keep repeating. It's very easy to do. And so we get to, again, skip 3, skip, 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 single into the next, until we make it to the last 4 stitches of our row. You just keep repeating this. Single, half double, 2 doubles into the same stitch, and then you skip 3 and repeat. All right, I will see you when you have 4 stitches that remain at the end. All right. Alrighty, I've made it to the end of row 1 here, and I have 4 stitches that remain. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just going to skip 3 of them, and we're going to end the row with just 1 single crochet into the very last stitch, and that ends row 1. Now we're going to start row 2, which is the repeat row of the whole pattern. It's the 1 row repeat. So we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Remember that chain 1 does not count as a stitch. It's very similar to what we just did on the previous row. So row 2, we are going to go into this very first single crochet, and we are going to work our little shell thing. We're going to work a single crochet into it, a half double into it, and 2 doubles. There's 1 and there's 2. And now we're going to start the repeat of row 2, and actually we're just going to be skipping 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. And when we skip 3 stitches, we will wind up in the single crochet from the previous row. That's where we always want to be. And we're just going to work this same thing that we just did into that single crochet. So when you skip 3, skip, 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 the next one will be the single crochet from the previous row. Go into it and work a single crochet a half double crochet and 2 double crochets, all into that single from the previous row. And that is the repeat for row 2. Again, you can skip 3, or you can just come on over and you can just look for the single crochet right here from the previous row and do it again. Go right into it and you work a single, a half double, and 2 doubles, all into that same stitch. How easy is that? That's a pretty 2. Just like that. And repeat it. You could skip your 3, skip, 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 which will end up right at the single crochet from the previous row. Go into it and do it again. Single, half double, and 2 doubles. So we're going to go ahead and repeat this pattern all the way across until we make it to the second to the last shell. Like, we'll finish this shell right here until we make it to this last shell, all right? And I'll show you how to end the row. Okay, so just keep repeating that in every single crochet from the previous row. It gets the single, a half double, and the 2 doubles into it. And I will see you at that last shell at the end of our row. All right, I'm coming to the end of row 2, and I just did my single, half double, and 2 doubles into the single crochet right here, and we have this one little shell here left, and we're going to end the row by working a single crochet in the very last stitch, which is a single crochet from the previous row, but we're just going to put 1 single crochet into it. And that ends row 2, and that ends the repeat row. So we just keep repeating row 2 until we get it as big as we want it to be. So for row 3, I'm just going to repeat what I just did. I'm going to chain 1, turn. Chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. In the first single crochet, we work a single crochet, a half double crochet, and 2 double crochets, all into the same stitch. And then we can either skip our 3, or you can just look for the single crochet. But if you skip 3, you'll be at the single crochet from the previous row. 1, 2, 3. Here's the single crochet, and in it we put a single, half double, and 2 doubles. And we just keep repeating this pattern until the end. And when we get to the last single crochet here, we just put 1 single to end the row, just like we did on the previous row. So we're just going to keep repeating row 2 until you get it the size that you want it to be. All right, after a few repeats of repeating row 2, it starts to look like this. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. And it does have a very nice texture on it. And yet it's so simple. Makes beautiful, beautiful blankets. You know, everything, anything, because it's pretty much, cannot see through it. So it's excellent. I hope that you enjoyed my tutorial. Don't forget to hit that like button if you did. And check out all my other tutorials. I have anything that you could ever want to make, and multiples of them. Yeah, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tutorials. All free for you to enjoy. So until next time, have a good day, okay? Bye, guys.